21 states claiming sovereignty, which I believe now is 27 states. And this move to sovereignty is the activation, if you may, of the 10th Amendment. All powers not relegated to the federal government hereby belong to the states, or something to that effect. I used to know it, but, 40 or 50 years dulls your memory a little bit, at least in my case. Most people I know my age can't remember anything, but anyway. The writer says, wow, it is interesting to see, it will be interesting to see how this turns out. It's about time people started stepping up and speaking out. As people have pointed out in comments, all of these, and the list of states, except for Hawaii, are explicit restatements of what has always been in place, but not necessarily enforced, as detailed by the 10th Amendment. Hawaii is actually aiming for total sovereignty, as it claims that Hawaii was never really a state of the United States to begin with. However, I believe the intent of these bills is to let the federal government know that the state's sovereignty will not be overridden, say in the case certain gun ban laws get passed or other wartime martial law type plans come into play. And it goes into detail on them, and I'm glad he brought it up. We had an article 2 issues back on this in the Forecaster, and as it comes down the line, we'll give you more information. It's a specialty area, so whoever writes best about it, you'll have the link in the email version, unless I see fit to write about it because others are not talking about something that should be talked about. And Oklahoma and New Hampshire are leaders in this, and it's very serious. And I see big things coming from this. And if they don't allow big things to come from this, it's going to increase the possibility of revolution in the United States. Because, when people say, hey, our elected representatives will not represent us. We have a 2-tiered court system. I had a letter in Saturday's issue from an attorney who works as a judge. Said the system doesn't work. It's a farce. And I'm sure many other judges feel the same way. And also the usurpation through executive orders of the U.S. Constitution. There shouldn't be no such thing of executive orders. It's insanity. They should be done away with. I mean, anytime the president feels like it says, all dogs that are black and brown or black and white have to be shot. I mean, that's how absurd this is, to allow such a thing to be constitutional. So that's going to be changed by Congress. And so the public is saying, I've had enough of this. And then if the states get turned down, usurped by our federal government, then they can expect nothing but violence as an afterthought. So this is going to be very important. What do you got there?
Are you ready for mine?
Yes, my child. You've got 3 minutes.
Thanks. What are your opinions of the Latin housing markets? Costa Rica, Panama, South America. How about the economy? Which countries will not be as affected by the collapse of the U.S. economy?
A very simple answer. in countries where people pay cash for their homes. Throughout Latin America, maybe 1% of people buy homes on time. In other words, they have mortgages. And you'll go to countries where you'll see on a street a house that the foundation's going up, and then another house that the whole frame and everything is in, but they haven't finished the inside. And it goes on for years. And all of a sudden there's a house fully done there because the owner finally got enough money to build it. And so people pay cash for their homes throughout Latin America, and usually in Europe, about, with the exception of Spain and Ireland and England, they usually pay 50% down and mortgage the rest. But I mean, when you have 50% equity in a home, it really isn't a mortgage. It's just a loan with the house as collateral. In Latin America, it's different. So, where do you go? I find that...
We're heading to break, Bob.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. You can just pick that up right after.
Oh, my goodness. What timing.
We'll be right back.
You must be on holiday.
No. You are listening to Financial Survival, sponsored by Discount Gold and Silver Trading. 1-800-375-4188 for all your gold and silver coin needs. Get them while you can, folks. Coin prices are moving on days where the spot market is closed. So I just can't believe 64 cents. Bob, what do you think they are?
$1,903.52.
Almost. They're $18.55. Unbelievable.
And they were, what, $18.20 the other day?
Unbelievable the way they're moving.
Well, look at Melody. We told everybody,
I know it,
all of them, to buy some graded Mint State numismatic coins. We beat them over the head because we said that is where the big money in coins is going to be made. And if they bought, they happy ducklings. If they didn't buy, it's not too late. Get in there because those premiums are going to get hot. Believe me. They're even buying what they can find in Europe. That's why you're not getting any more stuff from Europe. You know, for years, as you pointed out, all of the coins or most of the coins in the numismatic group in U.S. issue were coming from Europe. And the reason why is that, you know, during the 30s, they were used to pay off debts to companies or countries. And so, consequently, a lot of them were over there. But anyway, they get mopped up, and not many left, and you better get on your horses if you want to make some money or keep your assets together.
And you know what, folks? You can't let 1855 scare you away. And or even in the 61, 1545 plus, or 1595, or 1660. You can't let those numbers scare you away from buying gold. Even gold bullion, 1100 and 1200. You can't not buy it because of the prices. But yet, this is what I'm hearing. This is the hesitation that I'm hearing when people are calling for prices. And 3 weeks ago, they bought 64 cents at maybe, you know, $1,500 and $1,530. Now they're 18. They hesitate, and they want to look around, and then they question what bullion is. You don't want to pay that much, but folks, it is. We haven't seen anything yet. We're just beginning, and the key thing is buying gold and preserving what you have. And the big gains again are still going to come. We haven't seen anything yet, and so get it while you can, and don't be scared off at these prices. So give me a call at 800-375-4188. And if you would like a complimentary issue, give us a call at that number. And Bob, would you like to tell us about the newsletter, please?
No.
Okay. Then we'll go on to the next question.
I'm going to also talk about what you were just talking about.
All right.
And that is that, you know, Melody has been a professional in this business for 15 years. And I've been a professional in things that are related to gold and silver, economics and finance, social, political, for almost 50 years. We've seen it all. And I don't get paid by anybody to do anything except my subscribers. And we can't tell you over and over again to buy numismatic coins, graded in mint state. Do it if you've got any money. Do it.